When it comes to making sure that your rabbit babies survive, especially after weaning, which is the most important thing, it does not really matter the amount of baby that your rabbit gave birth to. If they don't survive after weaning and they die, it's a waste. For instance, if you have 10 rabbits, 10 female rabbits, and they all gave birth to 5, that's 50 rabbits from 10 females. If a large number of those rabbits die and they didn't survive, then it's a waste. All the procedure involved in taking care of the baby is a total waste, and you don't want to experience that. So it's very important to ensure that after weaning, the baby survived. And there are quite a number of rabbit farmers who tend to experience losses of rabbit babies after weaning them. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to ensure that you have high survival of rabbits after weaning. You understand? So stay tuned and watch the video to the end so that you can learn how to reduce mortality of rabbit babies after weaning, because this is a common experience for most rabbit farmers. They tend to lose their rabbit to various things. So I'm going to be covering a lot more in this video to help you. The first thing is to make sure that the mother is of age before you cross her. If you want the babies to survive after weaning, make sure that the mother that gave birth to them is of age before you cross her. Crossing younger rabbits is not the best. If they are not matured enough, it will lead to so many mortality in the litters even before you wean them. So make sure that the mother is old enough, 5 months, 6 months, before you cross them. Don't be tempted to cross a rabbit of 3 months plus. It's not the best. Let them be old enough. Then the next thing is to make sure you feed the mother very well during pregnancy. That's something we call fetus reabsorption in rabbits. If the mother is not well fed, she can actually convert the babies into fetus and reabsorb them back, convert the fetus into nutrients and reabsorb them back into her body. So you can have cases of rabbit that is meant to give birth to maybe 8 babies. She gave birth to just 4 or 3 because she has reabsorbed the other one. Maybe because you are not giving her enough feed. You understand? So if the mother is not well taken care of during pregnancy, fetal reabsorption can reduce the number of rabbits and can even lead to giving birth to stillbirths. So proper nutrition during pregnancy is very, very important. Proper nutrition during pregnancy is very, very important. Now, that being said, another point you must also take note is the fact that you should use a very good buck. I always advise you use a older buck when crossing your female rabbit, because the buck determines the 85% of the genetics of the baby. So when you use a older buck, a matured older buck, the semen is more fertile and it guarantees healthy babies. So it will help you to produce good offspring that even sometimes from day one that they have given birth to them, you could see that they are already big. And when they are big, it enhances their survival through while they are with their mother and after weaning. The next thing is to ensure that don't give your rabbit leaf until they are at least 10 to 11 weeks. I don't encourage the use of leaf for rabbits that are less than 10 to 11 weeks. Don't give them, because their immune system is not as strong as the older ones, and also their digestive system is still developing. And sometimes there could be pathogens in grasses, there could be some organisms that can affect them, and because they are not big enough, they might not be able to withstand it. So it's better you place your rabbits on strictly feed only until they are 10 to 11 weeks before you start introducing leaf to them, especially rabbit that has been weaned. Because when they are with their mother, if you give their mother leaf, definitely the babies will definitely eat out of it. But there's nothing that's going to be wrong with them because they are still with their mother. They tend to have some level of immunity when they're with their mother compared to when they are on their own. So you want to ensure that you don't give them grasses until they are 10 to 11 weeks. The next and the most important one is that make sure that your rabbits stay long enough with the mother before you wean them. Don't be in a hurry to wean them. I've seen some people wean their rabbit at 4 weeks, 5 weeks is too early. Most of the time, they end up losing everything. It is people that are very experienced in rabbitry that tend to wean early, and they don't have any losses. But even at that, I still don't encourage it. The longer your babies stay with their mother, the stronger their immunity. So if you let them stay with their mother, they will grow bigger, they will be more stronger. They can withstand life on their own, so that when you eventually win them, they will be able to survive. I personally encourage you to win rabbit at 8 weeks. You can win between 6 and 8 weeks, but I've mentioned, like in my previous video, if the number of litters that is with their mother is high, then let them reach 8 weeks before you win them. And also, even if the litters that is with their mother is not high, but you are used to experiencing losses of rabbit babies after winning them, whether to coccidiosis or to bloating or to any other issues, even mortality without reason. That is, they just die. There's really nothing you can say that this is or that is the one responsible. Then you want to ensure that they spend enough time with their mother. If they spend enough time with their mother, then their immunity will be stronger. Also, before you win them, while they are still with their mother, make sure you give them anti-coccidiosis for 3 days inside their water while they are still with their mother. And immediately you win them, maybe you give them at 5 weeks or 6 weeks, then you win them at 8 weeks. Immediately you win them into anti-coccidiosis drug for 3 days. Now, let me also proceed by saying this. Make sure that your weaned rabbits are not overfed. You see, when rabbits are young, they only know go. They don't know come. I don't know if you understand what I mean. What I mean by that is that they eat a lot and they can even overfeed themselves. Many people don't know that it's not just poor feeding that leads to bloating. Sometimes, especially in young rabbits, overfeeding can also lead to bloating. So when your rabbit is overfed, it can actually develop bloating. So you want to ensure that you give them feed that they can finish in the next 30 minutes. Yes, maybe you keep like 10 or 20 winners together. You are going to give them something they can finish in the next 30 minutes. Not something that will be there from morning till night. It's not the best when they are still young. You understand? So when they are newly weaned, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, give them feed they can finish in the next 30 minutes. Also, when you want to start introducing leaf for them, I would advise you to harvest the leaf today and I give them tomorrow. It should have wilted a little, especially during rainy season, because it's when rain is falling, that's when the pathogen and the tendencies of infection for any animal, not just rabbit, is increased because of the high fauna activities, flora, and higher organism tendencies during that humid period. So you want to ensure that the grasses you are giving to them are wilted before you give it to them. But above all, if the rabbits spend enough time with their mother, then they will not die when you win them. But if they don't spend enough time with their mother, they will definitely die. You understand? So, and always watch out for their activeness. Pay attention to their performances, how active they are, how they respond, and stuff like that. Those things will go a long way to help. You understand? So, this is what I have for you guys today. And if you have any question, drop your question in the comment section. I'll answer your question. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.